Hare Krishna, Namaste, Chapter 10, entitled as Vibhuti Yoga. Sloka 9. mac-cittā mad-gata-prāṇā bodhayantaḥ parasparam kathayantaś mam nityaṁ tuṣyanti ramanti. Having explained in the previous sloka, by understanding Krishna's opulences and his qualities, one develops bhakti. Now in this sloka, how do they do bhakti when their devotion their bhakti has developed? What activities they undertake? Those are the details is being explained in this beautiful sloka. Word by word and then translation first. mac-cittā, their minds fully engaged in me. mad-gata-prāṇā, their lives devoted to me. Parasparam, among themselves. Mam bodhayantaḥ, speaking about my auspicious qualities which they have experienced, realized. Kathayantaś, narrating stories regarding me, my pastimes, my divine deeds which are well known. Tuṣyanti cha, become pleased, delighted just by narrating it to others. Ramanti cha, enjoy transcendental bliss by hearing to such stories. Translation: the thoughts of my pure devotees dwell in me. Their lives are fully devoted to my service, and they derive great satisfaction and bliss from always enlightening one another and conversing about me. Here, as Srila Prabhupada states in his purport, the characteristic of a pure devotees are mentioned. They engage themselves fully in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. Their minds cannot be diverted even for a moment from the lotus feet of Krishna. And whatever they speak, it's all about Krishna, the transcendental subject matter. In fact, they don't know any other subject to speak other than Krishna. And while doing this one, they derive a great satisfaction. And these are the symptoms of pure devotees that is described in this verse specifically. They are 24/7, 365 days completely engaged in service of Krishna, glorifying Krishna's qualities, speaking about Krishna's pastimes. In this way, their hearts and souls are constantly submerged in Krishna consciousness. And this is the transcendental pleasure that they get rewarded, makes them feel satisfied. In this sloka, there are 4 distinguishing attributes that signify the development of bhakti or mentioned. Number 1, mac-cittā. Number 2, mad-gata-prāṇā. Number 3, parasparam bodhayantaḥ. And number 4, kathayantaś. And that is one part of the sloka. And in the last, Krishna says, by doing that, what one receives, what one gets. That's the last part of the sloka. Let's understand these 4 attributes. mac-cittā. Chitta means consciousness, mind. because of his love for Krishna, he has his mind focused on Krishna all the time. By saying mac-cittā, it means that they don't have time to think about anything else, number one. Number two, they don't know anything else even to think about other than Krishna, because they're completely fixed and absorbed in Krishna and Krishna alone. Unlike us, we have so many things to think. Unless we think about Krishna, we add Krishna as one of those different thoughts in some corner. But majority of our consciousness, our chittam, is filled with things which are not Krishna consciousness. But these devotees has zero awareness of anything other than Krishna, and that is mac-cittā. Number two, mad-gata-prāṇā. When the love develops further, he feels highly distressed if his mind is unable to dwell in Krishna even for a moment. This is not to say that there are chances where they will not remember Krishna, but it is to state the degree of love that they have for Krishna. If at all there is a moment they cannot dwell in Krishna just for argument's sake, then they cannot sustain that moment. They are highly distressed because their life and soul is Krishna. They have given themselves to Krishna, their life to Krishna. Mad-gata-prāṇā. We can see some examples. In Ramayana, Hanuman states that Sneho me paramo rajan tvayi nityaṁ pratishtitah bhaktischa nityavira bhavo nanyatra gacchati. He says that my deep affection towards you is firmly established. It cannot be shaken by any means. It is not based on any conditions. It is permanent, and my thoughts do not go elsewhere other than you. Also, we see another incident where Vibhishana surrendering to Lord Rama. He states that he has given up everything completely. He abandoned Lanka, his friends, his possessions, everything. Parityakta maya Lanka mitrani cha dhanani cha bhavat gatam hi me rajam cha jeevitam cha sukani cha. I have given up everything, my kingdom, my life, my happiness, everything at your disposal. This is mad-gata-prāṇā. In our case, we keep everything under our disposal and give some little thing to Krishna and think and speak as if we are given or done a great deed. Srila Prabhupada, in his purport, he mentions a person cannot live even for a moment without being in contact with the Supreme Lord. And there he gives an example that like a fish cannot live without water. If the fish has to survive, no matter what facilities we make outside water, it's still not going to be happy. It will die. Likewise, no matter what this person, the pure devotee, gets, if it is not in connection with Krishna, he cannot survive. This is exactly what Lakshmana stated to his dear brother Rama. He says, Nacha Sita Tvaya Hina, Nacha Aham api Raghava, Muhurtam api Jivavo, Jalan Matsaviva Udratao. The meaning is that, my dear brother, my dear Rama, bereft of you, neither Sita nor I will survive even for a moment, like fish pulled out of water. So we have seen the two attributes out of 4, mac-cittā and mad-gata-prāṇā. Mac-cittā, the mind is fully engaged in Krishna, Krishna alone. Mad-gata-prāṇā, their life is devoted to Krishna and Krishna alone. The rest we will continue in our next session. Mac-cittā mad-gata-prāṇā bodhayantaḥ parasparam kathayantaś mam nityaṁ tuṣyanti ca ramanti ca. Namaste. Hare Krishna.